This is just for us, guys. Hello. What's your name?
Hello. I'm Hailey.
Hailey.
Sears.
Haley Sears?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Michelle.
Nice to meet you too.
And this is Chauncey.
Hey, what up? Chauncey.
Nice to meet you. We are in Rapid City, South Dakota, checking out the parks here, which are quite beautiful, but named after some real assholes. So, what we're really here for is I want to hear more about the history of, is it the, what tribe is it here?
Lakota Sioux.
Lakota?
Yep.
Lakota?
But it's all 7
There's 7.
tribes.
Okay. And,
7 sacred fires.
you tell
7 different branches of our tribe.
the 7 branches, and they all come together as kind of like one.
Yep. We are one people.
Okay. So what does all right, so the place, I'm gonna come back to this one. Mount Rushmore. What was and is that truly?
That is, how can I describe that one? Mount Rushmore is sacred land to all of us. Well, actually, the whole Black Hills. They kind of just
took over.
Yeah, they kind of made their own for the
That's like-
presidents.
That's like somebody planting a tree in your yard and they didn't ask you to do it. That's what they did to us,
Not a good tree. They desecrated a holy, sacred peaks that you were
that we
worship.
would go on, not worship,
Oh.
go on, pray, pray to our ancestors, ask for
Before
not just
founding
all of us,
fathers.
not just all of us, we would pray for them as well.
Yeah.
We don't judge, we don't do anything, but we were always taken from. Even though we would give, the only thing that we can do is pray for them as well. That's what we always did for our people.
We have that joke. We have that joke, You know why white people sent somebody to the moon?
What?
Because they thought we had land up there too.
Oop, she's gonna trip you. Hello, Miss Bay.
And that,
Alright.
that's why. That is just like a joke.
Yeah.
Why did the white man send somebody to the moon? Because they thought we had land up there too. They could take our land too. It's just a joke though, But
is
it's
it?
real. But it's real. This Black Hills, if they give it back to us, what are we gonna do with it? The buffalo are gone.
Yeah.
Everything's gone. If they give it back to us, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it. They shouldn't
We
have took
just
it
try
in the
to
first
build
place.
and keep surviving, but what we really did live on was buffalo, Everything that we had, from tools, beads, everything was made out of every single part of the buffalo. Everything, nothing went to waste.
Nothing was wasted.
And they're no longer out here, right? Like they're pretty much.
They're,
You see them around.
you see them around, but it's only like in Yellowstone or,
Steakhouses.
Yeah.
You'll see them at steakhouses.
We got some family that do have buffalo.
You do?
In Ridge, Pine Ridge,
Okay.
that still own buffalo, but just the fact of they're going extinct. Like how is that ever gonna keep us going if we do? Which we're not. It's never gonna happen of us getting our land back.
Yeah.
These trees,
Not how it was.
they chop down, everything. It's sacred to us. Everything has a feeling. You talk to the plants, you talk to the trees, they listen. Plants grow by affection. They hear you. You talk to them, you pay attention to them. They're like animals.
The energy you put into them. I absolutely agree. And you can feel the energy they give out too.
Yep.
Everything in our
Everything is
spiritual world,
energy.
everything has a spirit. Everything. From that piece of grass right there to that rose that you hold every day in your hand, to the trees that are outside, you know, to everything has a spirit.
So I go past and I see little bitty flowers. I'm like, how you doing?
Same.
You know?
I talk to all of them and I pet everyone, all the flowers and all the trees. They really do have an energy to them, and you can feel. There's actually a study done in, I think it was Harvard, where this professor had 2 plants, put one on each side, and he told the students to go through and to give love to one and to yell angry things at the other, while he stepped out of the room and didn't know which one was which. And so they left it for like a few days or something like that, come back, and the one that had been given all the angry thoughts was just dead. And the other one was just thriving. Yeah. So it really is like...
They have feelings.
Yeah.
They're living, you know, just because they can't talk or anything doesn't mean that the energy that you feel and what they give off is, they give us life, they give us oxygen, air, you know, the fact of they're like human beings. You just stand still.
Yeah. We are all energy. Energy is life. And taking that energy, oops, hello, both from the people and from, you know, the plants and the animals and everything else too. So like the way that, you know, the way that we came in and all the deforestation, the over I can't remember the name of it, but like over hunting, you know, so there's not as many buffalo, or none out here, I guess. Everything that you used to thrive on, I guess, being taken away. I mean, I can't imagine the pain of that.
A lot of, like, we got put on reservations. That's all we get. Reservations, tribal. When really, we gotta put, like, basically that's a jail to us, you know? It's
That's
not
oppression.
free.
It's called oppression.
It's not
They're
free
keeping
to
us
us.
contained. That's why they did that.
And the kids, I mean, the kids aren't thriving in that situation either.
See that dinosaur up there?
Yeah.
That's our land. By rights, this is all of our land.
That's actually where we stayed
all
last
of this
night.
It belongs to us.
Yes.
But the government found gold and just took it back from us.
Right.
The only good Indian is the dead Indian. That's what they used to say, you know.
When really,
You know, and check this out.
everything
Wait,
has a
hold
mark.
on, wait. You know, we didn't take scalps first. The white man took scalps first to count how many Indians that they killed so they could get paid for it.
it was trophy.
So we turned around and we start taking scalps back because they taught us that.
It was only retaliation. We only put on what we got put on. You
We
know?
were peaceful. We were a good,
We
the
believe
best.
in
We're the baddest
we
tribe.
believe in everything is one. We are all one. Even the white, all everything. We are one. One person, one whole. That is it.
And that's the 7 tribes, like you had mentioned. The 7 tribes together are...
There's 7 sacred fires. There's Northern Cheyennes. There's Southern Cheyennes. There's Oglala Lakotas. There's Rosebuds. There's Santishus, Sisseton. You know, there's 7 of us. Different Sioux tribes, different bands. And we're big. We're the biggest.
And like Oglala Sioux tribe, the Oglala Nation that goes on is the biggest powwow that goes on.
Used to be.
Yeah.
It
Yearly.
used to be.
Now it's falling.
It used to be.
We're all falling. I mean, like, the reason why everything is taken, it makes us hard to survive. So basically, we're going extinct quicker than anything.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that we can do about it, because the more and more we go and we feed off of the pain and the hurt and the sorrow that we go through and the tragic, we will be doing the same thing, drinking ourselves to death. Just, you know?
And
Yeah.
most
When
of
really
them-
they could just
I'm
stop
sorry.
the alcohol.
I'm sorry.
A lot of people like drinking, but
I'm sorry to walk you over. Oh,
Well, and the Lakota are also a sign of, 7 different tribes or civilizations or, groups of people, communities that can come together and live peacefully together and collaboratively, but still have your own values, your own, beliefs in your own community. So,
Like, it was supposed to be a peace treaty with Crazy Horse and,
yeah.
it was. Sitting Bull, the massacre, like the Wounded Knee massacre, everything. That still goes on, and we still have to remain in that area because that's the land they give us. That's where they put us. Right now, everyone comes up here and they end up not being able to get housing, jobs, anything, because racism is still a huge thing.
because there's a lot of racism in Rapid City that
Me,
nobody
I'm not
sees.
racist. I said we all won.
No, I'm racist as hell. Me.
I'm not. I
I'd
don't
be
like
angry as hell.
it. I'm angry as hell. I walk around with an angry man. No one likes this rest of shit.
Well, it's a lot of hurt. It's a collective pain body that it's just compiled over generations and generations. And to hear that even just a few years ago, an entire burial site of young children, hundreds of young children found, and what was done or said about that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Nothing
Just the
was
fact
done
that
about it.
everything is slowly uncovering because they try to hide it.
Yeah.
You can hide all you want, but in the end, everything comes to light.
You know what? And then it all comes
Yeah.
down to why trust the white man? Look what they did to us already. But you know what though? The white man has the upper hand right now.
That's what makes them like every one of us. That's
Just like I'm doing, Mom.
that's what makes us so angry as a race. That's what makes us so angry is we can't all be equal as one. We would be able to do it. Just the fact of what we get, a lot of them just giving up. Me, I go around, I see disrespect to someone, hey, knock it off or whatever, If I see them littering somewhere, oh, come on, do you really have to do that? Have them pick it up? Because
I do the same thing.
a
too.
lot
I love
of
that
us
shit.
have given up to the point where they stop trying.
Yeah.
When they need to stand up and still fight. We are a proud people. That's why I still stand, even though what I'm going through. We had many loss of family that are gone recently. Young, suicide, everything. It's
a lot
because
of us-
hardship of what we go through with everyone else,
Yeah.
and not anyone understands it.
Nobody that needs to understand it, they don't understand it. I don't consider myself homeless, but I come down here all the time. A lot of the people that are homeless out here are ex-military. They're Army, Marines, Navy,
Yep.
and they're stuck down here because of that postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
We will struggle with our people.
Help us deal with it. Fix us or something, or just don't worry about us.
Yep. They'll be with us all the way, so they'll struggle. Just like me,
Mm-hmm.
I could keep going. Me, I'm doing with legal stuff. I'm still doing all my stuff. I'm still not on the run. I'm still doing my court stuff. Everything. Just I'll struggle out here with my people, and I'll protect them and be there. I will stand strong always. I ain't gonna sit there and abandon anyone.
Yeah.
Even though I'm judged because of the way I dress, and I look black.
I think you look great. I think you look fucking great.
I love it. So it's who I am, but I am also traditional. If I were to dance, it would be the jingle dress. It's the healing dance of our people.
I love that.
So I can make dresses, everything. I could bead, but right now, like I said, we got I Am Legacy, we got Journey On, you know, all these families that have the groups, everything, fighting for our people. They go around, they give us water or food or anything. Like me, I'd rather struggle out here with all of them instead of, you know, because
they're out here doing something about it.
It's who we are, you know. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, we're not like that, or you know. Well,
let me hit you or what? Jesus Christ! See?
You had plenty of room, dude. Plenty of fucking room.
Racist that is? See how racist that is?
I think he's just an asshole.
You see that?
He's just an asshole.
That's what we go through every day.
Yeah.
Is people like him telling us to get out of the damn way. They can't just say, excuse me, or something like that, you know? But we're natives. That's why they can do that to us.
we still give them
That ain't
respect.
cool.
We still,
That ain't
oh,
cool
sorry,
at all,
you know.
man.
But like,
We never say
respect
sorry.
them.
that was a
We
whole
respect
thing
them.
right here.
He had so much room. He had like 6 feet. Literally 6 feet. Oh, maybe 5.
Want me to hit your?
See that? Then what he just said when he went by?
Yeah.
See,
It's
that's
That's an
what it
everyday
is.
thing.
That's
what
just-
it is in Rapid. They don't care about us there. You know what? We're homeless. But who's helping us? We're each other. We're with each other. We're helping each other. But you know what though? We still get put down on the ground.
And that.
It hurts.
That's how, yeah, it does.
It hurts
It
because you know
us all like this, but
the medicine wheel shows all of our fucking colors.
Never abandon
The
them.
black people, the red people, the white people, and the yellow people. But people like that, we go through that every day. They fucking talk shit to us. And we try to be humble enough to not take it out on other white people. But you seen that, right? You recorded that, right? That's what we go through every day.
It's not easy. We got a lot of
How's it
our
going,
own
sister?
people that have jobs and everything, but they even act some way toward us because we don't have a home or whatever. But me, I can go and be there, or you know, but not any of them understand. They say I'm selfish and all this and that. We're selfish. We don't even lend a hand, or you know,
No,
and
we
look at our
watch out
people
for
out here.
everybody.
So that's why I'm out here. I'll struggle out here with our people, and I ain't gonna abandon them.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, he went
walk
by, he
around
didn't
letting
say nothing
everyone
about
know.
us.
So my people, hey, you know, they see me open the door or help out, or if I have money, I'll buy them a pizza, or you know,
Yeah.
just make sure they eat.
Taken care of. Don't freeze under the bridges. And something that would be really powerful and helpful in that is having a place in a home, in a community, an apartment building or something, a center
Yep.
where you can have, you know, each other, have that community aspect, be able to share true stories, support each other. And, you know, when things like this happen, have somebody give you a hug.
Yep.
Like, you know,
Community service.
Yeah.
Go out, community service. You guys want to help pick up parks or something, you know, you guys get paid for that. As simple as that. It just,
Yeah.
no one approaches us because we're all on the side, or
You know
we're by
that-
the creek, or we're drinking, and it's like, well, that's kind of all you gave us, you know.
if that's any person would fall into that, if that's all that they were given in the life that they were shown, in the path that they were pushed to.
Yep.
So when you're consistently pushed down, and when you're consistently, you know, punched and kicked and told that you're this, that, and the other, of course you're going to, you know, fall into things and lifestyles and, you know, habits that don't lend to a flourishing lifestyle, because you weren't given the tools, the resources, and the everything that you need to actually make that happen.
Yep.
So being able to provide that for the children, which is the future, them not only knowing your culture, your, you know, the history, as well as like where you are going, having people like you lead them into how to help others, and, you know, showing them the dance, showing them how to, you know, make the dresses, everything that's traditional and is who you are, would just be, I mean, it's a step.
Yep.
It's a beautiful step.
Yes, it is. That's why I don't care what anyone thinks. Oh yeah, I could be, you know, home doing whatever. Well, what about them?
Yeah.
You know, I do come from my mom and them. They kind of, oh, you don't want to be out there on the streets, or like, but
I'd rather be out here.
I'd rather be out here.
I'd rather be out here with
all of
my
us,
people.
Yeah.
Because look at, you guys going off about we're dying and all this and that, and that's all. Well, let them know that they're not alone. Let them know that we care.
Yeah.
We could sit there and do the most with everything else, but we still come out here and let them know. Me, I've let everyone know. They all know me. I walk around here all hours of the night or whatever. I'll sleep at the park, but that's by choice, because look at, we're falling.
It's with your people, and it's holding them together. It's holding them up. It's what's holding up a lot of people. I'm sure you would lose a lot more if they didn't have you, helping them and be there.
A lot of them like to get violent and drunk and, hey, knock it off,
Yeah.
You notice something? That everywhere that homeless people, children, like sleeping at, they cut the trees down.
Yep, they cut all the trees.
All
Wow.
the trees down. Cut the trees down so there's no shade or nothing.
No shade or anything, or either that, it's like wind block from a storm or
They
anything.
cut all the trees
They
down,
cut them
man.
on.
They've been took out all the grills. Like usually parks,
Yeah.
they have grills.
Yeah, they took them all out.
Yep.
They took them all out, man.
Can't grill.
They took all the playgrounds out too.
Yep.
All the playgrounds over there. There's no playgrounds.
They built that one right there, but
There's just one right here because it's in front of the Civic Center.
yeah.
But the other parks, there's no
There's no
playgrounds.
jungle gyms, no
There's
nothing.
nothing like
What are kids supposed to do?
They took them out. They was there, but
Where they
took
want them to
out.
be.
They took them out.
They put them exactly where they want them to be, where they want them to play, where
So they can monitor them, so they can watch and see what's happening and
Yeah.
have a centralized place.
And that's just the way we all act. As I see it, well, me, I try to not get them to retaliate in such manner, but that's the anger of our people. That's we can't
That's
do
all we
this.
got.
A lot of us
That's all we
we
got.
can't afford to have passes for the swimming pool or anything
I
like
can't
that.
even
We
believe
used to
this
swim in
dude
the
just cruised
creek.
by
We
us
can't
and
do
just
that
said all
anymore.
that fucking shit.
It actually makes us very angry, because that was an
Yeah.
everyday summer thing.
Yeah, well, it's taking away it's taking away all of your resources and everything that, God has given this, and God, whoever, universe, your gods, doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it, it's all one, and it's giving away the natural resources and what they have given you and what you have rights to, which is this earth, this land, to live life, to breathe the air, to play in the water.
Them
Sorry.
natural resources, they don't belong to us. Since they took everything from us, it never belonged to us. Natural resources ain't what we're dealing with right now. What we're dealing with is like somebody like that just cruised through here and said what he said. You know what? That's what we deal with. And most of the time, a lot of us are buzzed up or drunk anyway. So when someone says that, a white person at that,
Get angry.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. It's going to cause a problem.
Yeah.
But
And then that fuels
You know
the
what?
divisiveness and the anger on
they
each side.
don't care. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. To them, we ain't shit.
Yeah.
It is really fucked up because it's really messed up because we are nice to white people. We're nice to you.
Yeah.
We talk to you. We didn't say nothing wrong to you or harass you or nothing.
Said hello to my dog first thing before I even started talking to y'all.
But when you see white people come across us,
We're just
they're not like that. They're not cool like that with us. But we are, because that's the way we're raised. A sense of humor, a sense of talk. Trust white people.
There are
No.
there are a lot of white folks that are actually on the streets too.
Yeah.
We care
Yeah.
for them. We treat them as our family as well.
Yeah, we do.
We don't push them down. We don't throw them down. We don't
Put
bully
them down. We
They're
don't
one
make
of
fun
us.
of them.
Yeah.
We will
We
care for
accept
them. We'll
them in.
protect them.
We
That's
accept
how
them
we
in
are.
with us.
No matter what. If you're gonna live like that,
And them
alright.
white people, they'll battle
Yeah,
with
well.
us too. Even though they're white people, they'll they'll stand up for us too.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that actually really
They see.
was down here with us.
Yeah. It's a community.
Yep.
It's taking care of each other and banding together to
Never abandon anyone. You know.
Never.
yourself, your culture, your history, your future, the children, and the people around you, the family you are born with, and the family that you create through this community.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Keep-
Like that. At least they answer back and say, you too.
Yeah.
Usually there isn't. There's the ones that are just snarl at us.
Things are going to change someday.
You know,
I can see it in you. You're definitely going to make some changes around here for sure. The way that you're going around and helping people, and he's going to be helping you too.
Yeah. I have to go around. Hey man, we can't be acting like that. That's what they expect
You know
or
what,
whatever. You know, we are a dying breed. We
you
are.
know what though?
But
You
we
know
don't
what
need
though?
to fall.
It ain't about helping each other. It's about Rapid City building a homeless shelter for us to go to. Why could you build a bunch of jail cells on your brand new jail, but not build a homeless shelter for the homeless? And then you want to
together,
get
we
mad
are
at us
home.
that we're chilling at the creek line because we have nowhere else to go. Give us somewhere to go and give us a retreat so we could rehabilitate and get a job or something, get an ID. You know, help us.
Make it a
Do
little
that.
easier for that, you know?
You know,
Yeah.
Because
for real, because they don't care.
it's hard.
Provide the
Fuck
resources.
Rapid City,
Give them
man.
the steps. Give you what you need to make the life that you deserve.
help.
Yeah, like I said, community service. Go out,
They
hey,
don't care.
you know?
You know, even in San Francisco, they offer I think it's $75 an hour for like cleaning up trash and dog poop to people. Like that, I mean, that's technically community service, but they're also being paid to do it. So like, I mean, just even paying people to go around and do the things that you're naturally doing is something that they could afford, especially if they're going to build giant buildings like this. And then instead of building giant buildings like this that are unnecessary, building actual shelters, homeless communities, places that you can, you know, come together and have a place to live, to shower, to do whatever you need to do to live
Especially
life.
Since all the stuff is happening, everyone's coming this way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Rapid City is getting bigger.
It's gonna get bigger.
it is.
And
It
you
is
will.
getting bigger. I keep seeing new faces. Wow, I haven't seen you. You know? But
A whole bunch of them.
Fuckers getting hot.
I'm known. They all know me. But I made it my duty as well. It's something I have to. It's my job
Hey, we
to
are.
take care of us.
Hey, we are. Hugo,
It's really powerful.
Hugo, Hugo, Hugo.
She's like,
Lakota means come here.
yeah, let's see.
Hugo, Lakota, you know, Lakota means come here.
Oh, it means Lakota means come here?
In Lakota,
Oh.
Hugo means come here.
Huel. There's a car coming
Where's
down
yours
this
today?
road. Bailey.
Trying to get my daily walk in.
Bailey.
What's your name?
My name's Lynn. What's going on?
Can you come talk?
For what?
I don't know where you from.
I'm from Shine River.
Cheyenne River?
Yeah.
Just a little interview of a couple questions of our people, our land, of how we are.
Would you like to be a part of it?
Didn't get that?
No, I'm sorry. She's very friendly. I can pull her. Come here, Bailey. Bailey, come here. Come here, girl. Would you be okay being on camera a little bit?
Well, what kind of questions are you going to ask me?
Not a lot. We're just talking about basically your experience and what it's like to be Lakota, as well as like what you've seen here, what you could see would change. Just your experience. It's your experience. Yeah, you have beautiful hair.
That's all to English. Don't do that. I stand here all the time.
I'm Chauncey.
Hi.
Mine are too.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
What do you mean? Just here in Rapid or anywhere in the States or on the reservation?
All of it.
The history, our Black Hills, everything. Just wanted to know insight.
Oh.
She's like, I don't know, man. It's gonna take a while.
It's a long history. Yeah, according to the treaties. They're supposed to be the supreme law of the land here in the U.S. But and then of course, you know, with the federal court case that said that the taking of the Black Hills was the most rankest thing that could happen, but they don't want to give the Black Hills back to our people. My dad always said that if the federal government had to pay us Indians for the amount of gold and minerals and resources they took out of the Black Hills, that it would break the federal government's bank.
It would.
And they would be broke. And we're right now the poorest people on this continent.
Yep.
But yet we have all this land and resources, you know. And it's, we can't utilize it. You have to get a permit to fish and to hunt. And we have no homes. The majority of our people don't have no homes. You know, with the federal government in providing housing, a number of things that they're supposed to provide under the treaties to our people isn't happening. The funding that they do provide is just minimum. And so our people get limited amounts of EBT. They get limited amount of housing. So we've got numerous families living under one roof. You know, our people go hungry. They freeze out here. I don't know how many froze last winter here along the creek. And then there's numerous deaths, supposedly suicides, that took place along this creek for the last maybe 20 years. And the sheriff, the police department, either investigated or they didn't.
Or they didn't do
And
nothing.
supposedly they were all suicides or something like that. But, you know, those are people who a lot of us know that were murdered, you know, and nothing was done about it because we're Indians, you know. So we're not viewed by the federal government or the people of the city here or the sheriff's department as humans. We're less than. It doesn't matter. We're just numbers on a paper when it does come to funding.
You're not being
we've
protected.
Got a lot of homeless people. We've got a lot of unsolved murders. We've got,
that are
you know,
closed.
people don't have
Unsolved and
that are
closed.
homeless. They don't have food, you know, and if they do get ABT, it's not enough to keep them through the whole month. You know? And that's the same with non-Indians too that are on EBT. But the difference is we have treaties. We're indigenous people of this turtle island, this continent. You know, so it's a struggle to be Native American these days. And I'm sure it was in the 1800s when they were here, the cavalry, and they were slaughtering our people, murdering them. In fact, the Pope from Rome, the head of the Catholic Church, you know, they were the ones who came out with the papal bulls and said it was okay for Christopher Columbus and others to come to any lands that were not occupied or run by Christians, and they could maim, kill, destroy, plunder, do all of that. And the Pope went to Canada and apologized recently to the people up there, but they still haven't and won't retract that papal bulls. And that's what the federal government here, this government, United States, supposedly democratic society, built all their laws, acts, and policies on that allowed the Washichu people to take our land and our resources and our lives, our limbs, everything that we have.
Everything. A culture they tried.
They tried to cover up all the hundreds and hundreds of Native American children up at Susan.
Right.
And they found them.
Right. My grandma went to Susan when it was a military school. She was a little girl. They had to get up at the break of day to a bugle, run outside and line up, and after they did their count, then they'd go back in and they'd scrub the floors with toothbrushes until they were able to go eat breakfast.
So it's like basically like the Holocaust, but to natives here, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing that they did to Germans in concentration camps. You know.
It's their own, their own concentration camps.
Yeah.
What was it voluntary for her to go to that? No, that's what they.
Forced boarding school.
Yep, it was a boarding school.
They either went to the military boarding school or they went to a church boarding school, and they were both just as bad.
Yeah.
My grandma said something bad happened to her at the Susan. Well, it wasn't Susan then, but the military boarding school, because she said, "I think I blocked it out." So she would never talk about it. But I'm assuming it was probably she got raped there, because that was a lot going on. Either rape, kill, maim, destroy, you know, bury them in the walls, whatever, you know. So we've never had no, you know, U.S. will go into other countries and rebuild them after they bombed them and taken over, but they've never done that for us. They've never helped rebuild our people, our infrastructure, our.
They did nothing.
That's why we're slowly going extinct. One day there's not going to be any native at all.
Well, yeah, we don't have very many full-bloods left.
Yeah,
People that speak the language.
Done. Yep.
But you know, the federal government, they'll funnel money into the tribes. Those are IRA governments run by the run by the federal government, because that's federal government funding. But a lot of what they get. But yeah, out here off the reservation, you're kind of like on your own. You know, you sink or swim, one or the other, and you swim. How you survive is how you get by, and that's totally up to you.
And then you don't get the resources and tools like we've talked about. I mean, there's nothing to get you to where you need to go. Like you don't even have a place to sleep.
For any of us, you know.
You know, I went to safe bed one night, and they told me they PBT'd me and told me I wasn't drunk enough to go into safe bed.
Are you serious?
And I was trying to be sober. You know, I stayed sober all day except take a couple shots. I blew, 11? They said I wasn't drunk enough to go into safe bed. Because they got other cases that are drunker than me that need to be there.
That's why I said where the shelters.
No, where's Rapid City at then? Where's Rapid City at?
That's the care we get. They're full. Can't go to safe bed.
The other, you know, I just read an article in the Rapid City Journal online that the police, they're monitoring. They're going to different places like under the bridge and wherever to see if homeless people are staying there at night, because they said it's illegal. So they're ticketing them, and they're trying to educate them at the same time. But where are they supposed to go?
Yeah, where are they
when the
putting
mission is full, where are they supposed to go? And yet this same city, they don't want to funnel any money into the homeless, building more homeless shelters or
liquor stores.
helping
you know?
the people
obtain
a rental unit.
Because it's Native American,
or a job, so that they can stay in that rental unit. You know, they're not doing any of that. They just want them off the streets.
Yeah.
Not without giving them the ability to get off the streets, or a way to do it, even just, you know, like you were saying, like even just getting cards to be able to get the EBTs, or, you know, a place that they can shower and a place that they can get ready for a job.
Very limited resources, you know, for natives or non-natives, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad, but I gotta go.
I know.
Thank you for telling us about that. I really appreciate it.
Okay, guys.
Good luck.
Where are you guys from?
Oglala.
Oglala?
Yeah.
You know, ERAP will help you if you find a place to rent. They'll help you with deposit in the first month's rent.
Where?
Emergency Rental Assistance Program. They're located by the skate park on the other side of the track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where United Tribes used to be.
Yeah.
Times Square.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
United Tribes.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Just let you guys know.
Yep.
See ya.
It's nice to meet you. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Well, this has all been very enlightening, a lot of chills, a lot of, I honestly there's no words to say how fucking awful and terrible it is and what you're going through. Like, I don't know that there's anything I can say or do other than, you know, continue to try to help to put the word out there that you are experiencing this. This is not something most people see or know about. But also just, you know, anything I can do to support you in furthering what you are trying to do in helping your community too. So, yeah, I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to say, and then I'll let you, I don't want to keep up your whole day, but I also want to like switch information so that hopefully I can support you in some way in continuing, you know, on this path that you're going down.
Well, pretty much said what I had to say. I'm still gonna be doing the same thing. Ain't no one's gonna move me.
Maybe
Yeah.
tonight you could come back and you'll probably see us on both different spots of this place.
Yeah.
Just watching out for everybody.
There's a lot.
You know, just hanging out with everybody.
Up there.
Wilson Park around here.
Oh, but through this creek. Yeah, I'm going to check on the Founders Park. Just check on
That's right.
other family that are over here.
Okay.
Just to make sure they're alright.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn this off.
Right.